Boom, 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 boom. Hi, my friends call me Lime, I debunk homophobia, and this video is all about a penis fits better in a vagina and so men and women are made for each other. The argument refers to a man having vaginal sex with a woman versus anal sex with another man, and it completely fails to take sexuality into the equation. Because while it is true that opposite sex organs generally fit well together, that's not necessarily the case for homosexuals. Because in order for that to be true, the man has to get an erection and be able to maintain it, and it helps a lot if the woman is wet. So if attraction is not involved, chances are it's going to be a struggle, meaning a homosexual man's penis generally fits more easily inside another man than it does inside a woman, especially if she's homosexual too. And also, there are different ways of things fitting together and serve a purpose with one another. And furthermore, there is oral sex, so you will always find a good physical fit and be able to have great sex in ways so both get pleasure at the same time. Now, some might say, but what if the lack of attraction for the opposite gender means that there is something wrong because it makes you use your sexual organ the wrong way? It's obvious what the organs are for, and men and women are supposed to be together. Now, when getting deeper into this discussion, I realized that we put too much emphasis on how we're shaped down there. What about how we're shaped in here? When was the last time you measured the size of anyone's sexual organ to see if you're supposed to be together? When was the last time you compared sizes of people's organs to see which mathematically fits better with yours to decide who you should marry? You probably don't. You probably go with who you feel for, because in the end, the voice in here actually gives you that information. So, it's really how we are shaped in here that is the deciding factor for who we are and who we are supposed to be with, not what's down there. Because what's in here controls what happens down there. So, maybe homosexuals use their organ the wrong way with heterosexual behavior, because that would go against how they are shaped in here. Now to this, some might say, but wouldn't you be happier with the opposite sex as straight though than you would with the same sex as gay? I mean, for opposite sex couples, the organs fit easily together at the same time as they are with someone they feel for. They get the best of both worlds. We'll ask those who like both genders equally if they would be happier with the opposite sex than they would with the same sex. For that reason, you will find that the answer is mostly no, for the reasons just mentioned. And lastly, the argument of who are made for each other indicates that there is a design. And if we go with that, let's take into consideration that there may be a number of reasons for homosexuality. For example, many with me would claim that people of the same sex generally understand each other better, especially when it comes to the body. And this in combination of being with someone you feel for and have great sex with. How is that for getting the best of worlds? Same-sex attraction could be seen as a blessing for those chosen. If you want more debunking of homo-negative arguments, then you should click on the eye in the corner, or you should follow me on Twitter. 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 Or you should follow me on Twitter.